YouTube, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and guess what? I'm back in some more Total War Warhammer 2 action. This time, we're going to have Archaon the Everchosen in multiplayer. Right? Well, we don't see him in multiplayer a lot. I tend to think he's pretty bad in multiplayer, but we'll see what happens in this replay. For Chaos, it's going to be a cool build. They are going up against Dark Elves. They have 3 Chaos Warriors. They're kind of spread across the front. In total, I believe there are 4 Chaos Marauders. No, 3. It's going to be 3 Chaos Marauders, 2 over here, 1 over here. We got a Forsaken, and then a Chosen with Great Weapon in the back. 2 Knights with Lances, so that is some very heavy cavalry that we have there for Chaos. And then we've got Archaon the Everchosen, who is rocking the Burning Head, Cascading Fire Cloak, and he's got his Slayer of Kings here. He gets engaged, that can cause a ton of damage. He's got the standard die. Yeah, he's going to be a tough character, depending on what he comes up against. Now, as the Dark Elves, I would have always picked Morathi, but the player here has gone with the Supreme Sorceress with Soul Stealer and Word of Pain, which significantly debuffs the unit that it goes after. There are 3 Cold One Knights on the battlefield. Now, these are anti-large, anti-armor cavalry. Very nice cost for performance. And then there are quite a few Dread Spears on the battlefield, and then 3 Harganeth Executioners. This is some very serious anti-infantry, anti-armor power. 3 Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows and a Reaper Bolt Thrower. Let the games begin. Chaos has their 2 Marauder Horsemen here too that I failed to mention earlier. That's going to be their only hope against these Dark Riders. That is going to be painful. 3 Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows. And then you got the Reaper Bolt Thrower too, which is going to be fantastic at helping to weaken these Marauder Horsemen or picking at the Chosen with great weapons. Anything that's going to be a high-value target here for the Dark Elves. And it looks like right now they're focused on the Marauder Horsemen, not even the Knights with Lances. I would think the Knights with Lances probably be target number 1 because of the anti-large. Oh, here comes Archaon. He's going to push right into these. He wants a piece of these Dark Rider crossbowmen. And Archaon can't heal. It's one of the lords that can't, so you always got to be a little bit careful with him. But I mean, he is just gung-ho. He's going for this. Here comes Foe Seeker. And he's going to tag these guys and push him back. That's going to allow his infantry to start closing the distance. I wonder if Archaon... Oh, yeah, there's a Cold One Knight here. He's going to have to watch out. Oh, no, he's just straight going for it. Cascading Fire Cloak. Archaon's all in. And that is an anti-large, anti-armor cavalry unit with spears nearby. So Archaon's gone, you know, just all out here. And it's because he's got a Burning Head on the way. Oof. Oof. It chews a lot of the enemies away over there, so that was pretty damaging for the Dark Elves. Pretty darn damaging, and Archaon's going to come out of this one a victor, and then there is a lot of Chaos Infantry, so the Dark Elves are going to take a massive loss on their left flank to begin things. I'm going to slow it down for just a second so I can catch up with the battle and everything that's going on, because there is a lot going on. Here we have a Chosen with great weapons going up against a Harganeth Executioner. This is head-to-head on the battlefield with no other support around, so we're going to see a clash of titans right here. Pretty dang excited for this. Over here, the Chaos Warriors are these are 2 Marauders are fighting back. There's a Knight with Lances and then a Chaos Warrior going out to support. They're going to be massively outmatched over here, but Archaon's already broken a gaping hole out on the left flank of the Druki. Look at that. Chosen with great weapons. Executioners are no slouch, but they got trounced on the charge there. Chosen with great weapons. If they don't get all shot up and stuff like that, they're going to be pretty amazing. And then Archaon buffing them with the Fire Cloak, and they're going to chew right through that Executioner. Look at this over here. We got the Knights with Lances helping Archaon in his push. This flank has gotten wrapped up pretty hard. I think there was a Soul Stealer there, maybe. Archaon is still in good shape, though. Yeah, Knights with Lances took a bit of a beating over there. This one over here is in relatively good shape, and they have a devastating pummeling of a charge. So they're going to have to watch out. Executioner's getting singled out here by Archaon. Look at that, 66 kills up against the Executioners. Just ripped through them with almost half of their life left. A little bit of support from Archaon. But give you an idea who the best anti-infantry is in this game. It's not Executioners, in case you were wondering. It has been Chosen with great weapons. It's just that they're not a common pick because Chaos has a lot of other expensive units, and then they can usually fairly easily be dealt with. It's a risky pick against the Dark Elves. These repeater crossbows are potentially devastating units, but they've been pushed back so much in this battle. They've kind of been on the hoof running away. They just haven't gotten the damage done, and when you invest in units like that, they have to get the damage done. There's a knight with lances sitting out here that needs to return to the fight, but easy mistake to make at this point. And then the Marauder Horseman here took a charge, but I mean, right here, these Hargoneth Executioners are going to get absolutely devastated. Rear charge there from the Knights with Lances, Archaons all over these guys, and then the Chosen with great weapons. Not going to be long. The Soul Stealer is going to hurt, though. It is not really helping the Dark Sorceress as much as it's just hurting Chaos right now because she hasn't lost any hit points. But her role is usually just going to be up in the air. There are still 3 repeater crossbows left, and Chaos is running out of mobility. So, could still be a very dangerous situation for Chaos, especially if that Dark Sorceress can get out of there alive. But she's getting surrounded. I'm not sure why she came down to the ground here. Don't think that was a smart move for the Dark Sorceress. She was quite safe up in the air. Archaon is in here, and Word of Pain's been used on him, which will help. And she's going to try to get away, but, you know, cramming her way through all these high-mass Chaos units there. Oh, here comes the repeater crossbows. They have a blob to fire into now. These shielded Chaos Warriors are going to very, very helpful now because they do have excellent shields. It's a silver level shield, so a significant missile block. And then even the Marauders having shields is going to be very helpful. They can kind of just help push back these crossbows. And the crossbows are going to have to keep their distance and hope that they can cause the damage. There's a few Executioners left over here. Not until after 108 kills, mostly against Executioners, did the Chosen rout. And killing 108 Executioners is pretty impressive. Archaon has been quite impressive in this battle too. The Hellebronni have been routed. You can see here the Marauder is just going to be a great fodder unit to keep these crossbows at bay. They probably don't have the ammo to get the job done here. There are quite a few Chaos units left. There's a couple of Knights with Lances. They're about to pinch this Executioner. This guy's not braced. It's on wide open ground. It's a regroup Forsaken, and then they're going to get hit. The charge on Chaos Knights with Lances is absolutely devastating. If these guys had armor piercing, then it would just obliterate units on contact. Speaking of obliterate, goodbye Executioners. There's a Dread Spear that got left back here. And it looks like the crossbowmen are going to split up and try and continue the fire. The Dark Sorceress now knows that she has to stay up in the air. I don't know. Oh no, she's going to dive bomb again. Woo! Okay, just fainting. Yeah, these Marauders have shields, not a viable target. And so all this armor and all this shields, just put it in between them. See, he's keeping his units spread out. Don't think that the Dark Elves are going to have what it takes here. They're going to start firing at Archaon. Very sensible target. Archaon just needs to pull back, use these shielded infantry. Forsaken are going to chew up what's left of those Executioners. We'll see here. The Dark Elves have very little ammo. I would think that they would want to take out Knights with Lances and Archaon. Yeah, that's a waste of ammo right there for sure. It's just going to have to be Knights with Lances and Archaon. Those are going to be the 2 priority targets here. You might have a chance of beating the rest, but you've got to get rid of Archaon and the Knights with Lances, and I don't imagine that Chaos is going to make that easy. Yeah, even the Knights have pretty good shielding too. You can see there the infantry is just going to be used to shield every angle here. The Marauder Horseman had a little ammo there, managed to get a volley off. See all these crossbow horsemen here looking for their angle, but Chaos playing it exactly how they need to here, using their shields to shield Archaon. These guys do not have a Parthian shot type mechanic, so they cannot fire in all directions. They make a bit of a mistake here. Cascading Fire Cloak was dropped Oh yeah, that's going to be great up against those Dread Spears. You can see there, 71 melee defense while it lasts. So that's going to make the Chaos Warriors very tanky. These Dread Spears are going to die. You can see the crossbows trying to use this as an opportunity to get the shot, but look at the nice play here. Chaos falling back where they need to, throwing in the meat shields. Huh? Get it? Shields? Where they need them. So very nice play by Archaon and his forces of chaos. Some of the support for the Dark Elves being slowly but surely picked apart here. Let's hit fast forward and kind of see what happens. Ooh, the Supreme Sorcerer has taken a bit of a pot shot at the Forsaken there, and it works. And now I think the crossbowmen have decided they're just going to use their ammo, but this is straight into the shields of Chaos. You just can't get impatient. I think split. Start moving in multiple directions and try and get those shots. Use the Dark Sorceress, feint, pull those units in, and then use your crossbows. Like, you're going to have to figure out a way to get this job done. So I'm thinking feinting in with the Dark Sorceress, get the Cavalry and Archaon wanting to come forward, then get them with the crossbows, and then split your crossbows around like this. It's going to be your best opportunity. I'm not saying it'll work, but I think it's your best opportunity. Firing face first into these shields, it's going to be the rest of their ammo. And the Dark Elf player may just be consigning themselves, thinking, yeah, I can't really win this one. So I'll just shoot the ammo up and go for broke. We'll see here. Here comes Archaon. Heck of a battle. Back and forth. Lots of heavy hitters in this battle. The Executioners and the Chosen. Those Dark Riders look absolutely amazing. The unit models are impressive. There's a cascading fire cloak. But Dark Riders may look impressive. They are not impressive in melee. Then you've got the Supreme Sorceress dropping down into battle. And here comes the Ever Chosen. And if he has his Slayer of Kings, I'm sure he'll use it. Yep, there it is. Let's use standard die. Oh, that's Slayer of Kings. Look at that. Not that a Supreme Sorceress is going to be able to put up a lot of fight against the Ever Chosen, but it hurts when you bring in that Slayer of Kings. Ooh, what a fight. The Chaos Infantry kind of got broken up a little there. There's not a whole lot of it left. So a valiant effort there by the Dark Elf player. It won't be enough to swing it. And those Knights with Lances are going to come on around here and pin the Supreme Sorceress, and this is it. It is well and truly over. Heck of a battle between Chaos and Dark Elves. Awesome. Loved it. You don't get to see a Knights a whole lot from Chaos. A lot of people don't bring them in their builds. It's unfortunate. Chaos Knights are a really cool unit. They're just very expensive. And it seems like, you know, you got to have the right scenario for them. And I think this time, although there were units out there that could certainly trade well against them, like the Cold One Knights, you saw a pretty good use of the Knights with Lances there. So I think well done by Flying Taco, one of our XMT members there. And I love seeing Archaon in multiplayer, so I love seeing this. And then also the Chosen with the great weapons. How long's it been since you've seen one of these guys get in there and just, you know, put a beat down? So really, really epic stuff here. So appreciate Flying Taco, appreciate Sim. Thanks for the awesome battle here. Look at those two Executioners picking up a lot of kills. This is the one, though, that went up against the Chosen. You can see it did not turn out well for him. And then the Dark Riders and the Reaper Bolt Thrower both potentially able to cause a lot of damage, but I think Archaon just coming crushing down on this flank with the Reaper Bolt Thrower early was enough to kind of turn away this army's deadly potential, where if that Reaper Bolt Thrower lives for a longer amount of time, it does a ton of damage to high-value targets potentially. So well played by Flying Taco there, and well played by Sim too. Really enjoyed it, guys. Hey, if you did like it, like the video, go up, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Also hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to see more, because there will be more. And I appreciate you being here. Love making these videos for you. Do hope you're enjoying it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll be back. There'll be more battles, folks. See you then.